before we get started, you'd think for my Hamilton review, I'd be wearing my Hamilton shirt. But you know what? Nah, that's too obvious. Gotta go with Shrek. Hey there guys, alright, welcome back to another awesome video, and today's movie is going to be of Hamilton. So, like I've been trying to build up for the past couple of streams and the past couple of videos, since it is the, 5th anniversary, but also the 10th anniversary of Hamilton, where it's the 5th anniversary of when it was put on Disney Plus as the movie, and it's been 10 years, or almost 10 years, since it's been on Broadway back in 2015, 2016-ish. And I feel like we kind of already have an idea of what Hamilton is, since it's been become such a big cultural phenomenon. But let's just put it this way. Let me ask you guys a question. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore, grow up to be a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, that grow up to be a hero and a scholar? We have both Lin-Manuel Miranda, that directs and stars as Alexander Hamilton, as we kind of see a different perspective on his story, because the way Lin-Manuel Miranda kind of written this musical is not only did he incorporate, which you're gonna probably hear a lot of people say this, is that he incorporated a lot of like rhythm, rap a little into this a little, and has this like Lin-Manuel Miranda style that we've now become very familiar and very infamous with when it comes to Lin-Manuel Miranda. And not only that, but in a certain perspective or a certain point of view, Alexander Hamilton was considered an immigrant, came to the States, and he became, you know, the man that made certain aspects in history and left a legacy that now has made a musical. Now that is leaving and has left such a legacy. I know it's very obvious, but the songs are so amazing. They're so top-notch, not only in its theatrics and in the just vocals, but also they're just such good headbangers, such good head bops, good earworms, the practicality, the way it's choreographed, everything that went into this production is chef's kiss. And that's due to, of course, the very famous cast. I think because of something like Hamilton, we now know of people like Leslie Odom Jr., we know of Lin-Manuel Miranda, Philippa Soo, Daveed Diggs, Anthony Ramos, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth, and Jonathan Groff, and so many other names that were kind of noticeable and noted, but now it's like, holy shit, that's that person from Hamilton. Now we see them and they've kind of gone off to do other projects and branch out and go off to do other things because of this project. All performances, top notch, like I said. I couldn't get enough of every single character. Every single character, every single actor is just great, perfect, fantastic. I just have no notes with these guys whatsoever. I watched this movie so many times that it's not even funny, but it kind of is at the same time, because it's one of my favorite musicals. And, you know, rewatching it now kind of did bring me back to like just having fun watching this. I couldn't help so many times just sing along to this while really looking into, put a different spin perspective on this review, because what else is there really to say about this show? It's just so great. It's no wonder it's become the phenomenon that it is. I can't pick a favorite song. That I will admit, is I can't pick a favorite song from this movie. I'd have to like rank them, but it's so difficult because all of them are so good. And as basic as this sounds, I love everyone in this cast, but it's always going to be, for me, when it comes to the best performances, are the main characters. I mean, it's Lynn and it's Leslie. It's Hamilton and it's Aaron Burr. These two are just the dynamic, the chemistry, the camaraderie these two have, and this like classic tale of two best friends becoming rivals, the competitiveness, but also the turning of the tables between these two as they progress in their growth, but also seeing, you know, them change over the years. The little details that are foreshadowing, and there's so many foreshadowing moments throughout this show. I can just go hours and hours talking about, but that's near here or near say here. But one big thing that I think is the biggest foreshadow, and you see the little details and you see the little things like build up and build up over time, is Aaron Burr, his progression and his transformation to becoming, Hamilton's rival and becoming the villain of this story. As he said, now I'm the villain in your history. A man who once admired and appreciated and respected Alexander, feeling betrayed, feeling hurt, and now becoming the villain that he rose to be. Leslie is fantastic. I love Leslie. Two other things I will mention, and I promise that will be it. One is that turntable, that the way the stage moves, the way it rotates. It's just so like unique, and not a lot of stage productions I've known do that sort of rotation. This was a smart move by Disney and by Lin-Manuel Miranda to just release and record the June or it was July production of Hamilton and make that your movie. Because I think if they were to have made a actual movie, I don't think it would have been as great. But because they just took the footage from that production, from that show, and just made that the movie, I think it's perfect. It's kind of like the same thing they did with Newsies, even though there is a Newsies movie, but they did the same thing with Newsies where you could watch an actual production of the show. I think that was such a great move in calling this the Hamilton movie. As much as this is so perfect, I will say one itty bitty tiny little nitpick. As much as I understand and I see kind of like, I get where they're coming from, but the one line when Hamilton returns home from the war and he finds out that Eliza's pregnant. And the thing about, he's like, how come you didn't tell me? I tried lettering you while you were at war and I tried to beg you to come home and all these other things. And the line about the, I'm not sorry, feels very like backhanded, which I kind of get. She's trying to like stand her ground and be like, hey, look, it's not my fault you went to war, but at the same time, really? Don't get me wrong, I love Eliza and Hamilton because they are such an adorable couple in the first act. By the second act, obviously things change because the divorce, and then of course Maria Reynolds, and then the death of Philip Hamilton, and things changed course and changed their relationship. But in Act 1, their relationship I adore so much. It's so cute. They're so lovable. But that one little thing I feel like just kind of turns me off, but I get where the perspective is coming from at the same time. But what else can I say? Hamilton's an A+. It's no wonder it was my favorite movie of 2020. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day, every week. Share the video with family and friends. All the good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll do as best as possible. I'm glad I finally got this in. And I'm just glad I got to watch this again. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.